So you just talked about the New Yorker article being alarmist, and I was just curious because it would seem to me as though that would be what you need to get people motivated. Would you think that you would rather have, like, in future articles, it'd be a more moderate thing or more on the same level?
I think that's an excellent question. And when I get together with my colleagues, they make the point you just made, is that we have to essentially, present sort of the worst case scenario to galvanize the public to action. And I think I completely understand that point of view. On the other hand, I think that, like in many things, whether it's climate change or terrorism or whatever, I think that if you alarm people too much, it can also paralyze people. Yeah. And if there isn't a good perspective, I think that's important too. So it's a fine line.
My son-in-law called me delusional because I was preparing for this thing. And I delusional? He says, yeah.
I think that it's a really fine line, and often, for example, we had something at the U of O that had a range of scientists and people from OSU like Chris Goldfinger and other people. They're going, death, destruction, horrible things, and the people from Triple P or whatever they are at U of O are resilience, and you're going to have no water for 6 months, and there's going to be sewage, and they're pushing sort of all these horrible things that are going to happen without telling people that this is the 2% 50-year scenario. Which another way of looking at that is this scenario that they're talking about will happen on average every 2,500 years. So I think you have to tell people what can happen, what's possible, and I think that you have to build your critical structures, plan your emergency response for what's going to happen, and prepare. Like I say, we bolted our house to a foundation, we strapped our chimney, we store water, we store food, we have candles and camping gear. And so I think it's responsible to prepare for those unlikely events, but I think alarming the public concerns me personally.
Yeah.
And I think it can produce a backlash. And I think in climate change, for example, and I'm a strong believer of how serious climate change is, but because it was pushed, particularly by Al Gore, that it became a political issue, and the other side, has a knee-jerk reaction to it, So I think it's sort of a fine line to tread, is my personal opinion.
Oh, that's what I was asking. So thank you very much about that.